It's no news that the Dollar Tree offers cheaper versions of things, but I want to talk specifically about things that Amazon offers that you may have been purchasing and repurchasing that you can find at the Dollar Tree today. If you've been on the Maker's Gonna Learn channel for any amount of time, you know that we swear by the Dollar Tree for our crafts, and there are some craft supplies that you can snag for $1.25 today and start using them right away with your Cricut. So let's get right into it. Starting off strong with a weeding tool. Now, if you haven't been in a Dollar Tree in a minute, then you may not even know that they offer all of these Cricut craft supplies, but y'all, do not skip out on these. Things like weeding tools are super inexpensive to find at the Dollar Tree, and you lose them all the time. So it's good to be able to find a cheaper source where you can just purchase them whenever you do lose them, and also somewhere where you can just drive by and pick some up if you need them. You can find these on Amazon for about $6.99, and that is the non-Cricut brand anyways. You don't have to use Cricut brand supplies when you're working with weeding tools and things like that. So $1.25, honestly, you just can't beat it. Okay, so I grabbed some mechanical pencils, and you're probably like, why on earth do you need a mechanical pencil for Cricut crafting? But y'all, if you didn't hear, you can put sewing needles in these and turn them into weeding tools. So we would consider it like a Cricut hack, but it's really cool. You just pop the eraser off, take out the lead, put in a sewing needle, and it literally doubles as a weeding tool. Or what we like to use is a pin tool around here. It's very similar to a pin tool, and it's just super helpful to have. If you're wanting to purchase a regular weeding tool, like we said, it's gonna be around $7 or $8. So this is a 4-pack for $1.25. So you're getting 4 basically for a little over a quarter. So you can't beat it. Okay, y'all, this one is very interesting. So these are cake decorating tools, which I would think probably wouldn't work for any reason while using my Cricut. But listen, just hear me out, because there are a few different tools in here. So we have the first one, which is really good for when you're doing paper flowers. You can curl your petals with the rounded tool. And then the other one, the blue one right here, works really good for scoring. And then this pink one, the tip of that's gonna work really well for scoring as well. So make sure that you all kind of think outside the box when you're shopping for Cricut tools, especially if you are on more of a budget and you're at the Dollar Tree thinking, oh, I need this and this and this, but I can't really find it here. Y'all, this is not in the crafting section. It was in the cake decorating section or the dessert section of Dollar Tree. So make sure to pick these up if you're wanting to try out some innovative tools. This is a fun way to stay budget friendly and also get your projects completed. This is such an innovative way to craft, so make sure to grab these next time you're in the Dollar Tree. Another basic Cricut tool that I love to have on hand is the Cricut spatula. Now, we couldn't find one at our Dollar Tree, figures, but they do have them at the other Dollar Trees. So a spatula, a weeding tool, things like that are gonna be really nice to have and very inexpensive for you to just pick up at the Dollar Tree rather than paying $7, $8, $9 for one on Amazon and then having to wait for it to actually ship to your house. This next tool is for all of my fabric guys and gals out there. This is a rotary cutting tool that you can get at the Dollar Tree. Now, hear me out. Roller cutters typically go for like $12 for a basic one, all the way up to $20+ if you're wanting to get nicer brand like Fiskars for professional cutting and things like that. But when we're working with crafts, I feel like we don't need to invest that much into a fancy rotary cutter, but we do need it in some instances. And that's why this Dollar Tree one is really gonna be perfect for us crafters. So we can just grab it and go, and we're not investing too much money into a tool that we only need sometimes and we're not really gonna be using that often. The one on Amazon is $11.99. This one is $1.25. Something that Crafter Square has started carrying recently is an embossing tool. If you've never embossed with your Cricut, this is a great place to start. An embossing stylus on Amazon runs to about $6, but you can snag one up at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. These are so nice because they're great for many different paper projects. So you can score with them, you can curl your paper flowers with them. There are lots of different uses for the embossing tool, and I just love these because they're double-sided and they've got grips on them, which is super helpful. I'm a lefty and I kind of write a little wonky, so the grippers really help whenever I'm using it. Not only that, but these can be plugged into your Cricut machine and they can score it. Now, we're probably gonna get a lot of questions about, does that void my warranty? and things along those lines. Use at your own discretion. I'm not encouraging you all to use this because I don't want you to use it and something happen to your machine, but I will say that we have used it before and we didn't have any issues. So I just wanted to say that up front. That way, if you do use it and something happens, I don't want to say don't blame us for it, but don't come for me if something happens. So super handy and really fun if you are into paper crafting. Next on the list is the Dollar Tree scraper. Now this is very similar to a squeegee tool, or you'll hear us call it a burnishing tool, but these scrapers are a little bit different in that they are a little bit thinner along the edge, like the bottom edge. These are so good, and this is what I use them for. Tell me if you guys use scrapers for this as well, but what I'll do if I'm cutting like an intricate paper craft that has lots of middles in the letters or things like that that are gonna stick to the mat, I will take my scraper tool and scrape all of those off. And I use these constantly. I can't stand it if I lose one. I like that I can just go to the Dollar Tree and grab one of these if I, for some reason, lose the one that I use all the time. And for $1.25, it's honestly such a good deal. You can get these on Amazon for around $5 to $6. So this is a win in my book. All right, let's talk transfer tape. So a lot of people use the Dollar Tree transfer tape when they're crafting. Now, if you go into the store and you go into the craft section, you may not be able to find this directly in the craft section, and that's because these are actually shelf liners. So it's just a clear shelf liner and people are using it as a transfer tape, which I think is really cool and a very inexpensive way to get some transfer tape whenever you need it. So usually transfer tapes, depending on the brand that you get, can be like $25, depending on how much you get. $24.99 is what we found on Amazon for a decent, like mid-grade transfer tape. But for $1.25 for a roll, I mean, you're not getting nearly as much, obviously, but you can buy them if you need them last minute. And I swear by the Caesar transfer tape, but I think that it's good knowing that you got that in your back pocket if you just need to go by and grab some really quick, mainly because I just don't know how good the quality is. But like I said, if you're on a budget, this is a great option for all of our budget-friendly crafters. All right, if you are a Cricut Joy user, I need you to tune back in because I have a really cool product that the Dollar Tree sells that you're gonna love. So this is a standard grip adhesive cutting mat. This is for the Cricut Joy. Y'all, they sell Cricut Joy mats at the Dollar Tree. I can't believe it. I love these so much. $1.25. These are great. I have actually used these in our Cricut Joy and they work perfectly. So next time you're in there, if you are a Cricut Joy user, make sure to get a few of these. It's always good to have replacement mats laying around. That way you never run out if you need one. And it literally looks exactly the same. Now they are blue, so typically a standard grip would be green and a light grip would be blue, but you know, it's a Dollar Tree. It's inexpensive. It works for what it's needed for. So make sure to snag some of those next time you are at the store. All right, this is for most of you all out there that use your Cricut regularly. This is adhesive vinyl. So if you're late to the game, Dollar Tree does sell adhesive vinyl. You can obviously purchase this on Amazon. For a 13-foot roll, it came out to about $8. You could buy 3 of these and still be under that cost. But I will say you want to be picky about the quality of vinyl that you're using. Now, a lot of people have really good luck with the Dollar Tree vinyl. I haven't personally had as much luck, but it's really good in my opinion for testing it on different projects and things like that, just because it is so expensive. But they have a pretty good variety of colors. They also offer shimmers, glitters, things like that, and they offer HTV. So I've got some HTV here. It's an iron-on sheet. Now, this is only a 12 by 12 piece. So you get a 12 by 12 piece of heat transfer vinyl for $1.25, while the adhesive vinyls come in a 4-foot roll. So the prices are gonna vary a lot. I don't know that this would be cheaper than just purchasing some high quality vinyl for a little bit more, and it's gonna come, Now, a 12 by 12 sheet of heat transfer glitter for another brand is gonna be like $375-ish. For a 12 by 12 sheet. It really depends on the brand that you're getting. It's really gonna vary. But if you're just wanting to experiment, the Dollar Tree glitter iron-on vinyl is honestly really good. We gave it a wash test a while back and it was honestly very impressive. It stayed on. I was just like blown away, really. So 10 out of 10 recommend the HTV. The adhesive vinyl is not as good, in my opinion, but it's really good for if you're wanting to test or if you're just getting into cricketing and you're kind of nervous and don't know which brands to buy. It's a good place to start just to get your practice cuts in and things like that. All right, let's talk cardstock. So you know, if you've been around here for any amount of time, Ashley Falco, Celebration Warehouse, that is our favorite cardstock, hands down. But if you've been purchasing your cardstock on Amazon, I want to let you guys know that Dollar Tree has cardstock much cheaper and just as good of quality. So make sure if you all are into paper crafting or if you've wanted to begin experimenting with paper crafts, Dollar Tree cardstock is a really fun place to start. Now, it's not color core, meaning the color doesn't really run all the way through, but it does do the job in terms of making cards and cutting out paper pieces for other paper projects and things like that. And they do have a pretty good variety of colors as well as some glitters, I think, and some foiled. So make sure to grab some of that if you're wanting to try out some new cardstock. Otherwise, you're gonna be paying a little bit more on Amazon to get your cardstock. And honestly, you should just skip Amazon altogether if you're wanting a higher quality and purchase the Celebration Warehouse cardstock. That is just our favorite. It's tried and true. It cuts good every single time. But you know, we love to have a budget-friendly option around here. So the Dollar Tree cardstock is where it's at. Now, the $3 to $5 section at the Dollar Tree is one of our favorite places to shop for craft blanks. If you haven't been down that aisle, you need to go now. If your Dollar Tree doesn't have one in your town, go to the next town over, go when you're on vacation and look at that $3 to $5 section. They have so much good stuff, especially in the craft area. And some of our favorite things that we like to use from that area are the wood rounds. So lots of people make signs nowadays. It's really expensive to purchase those wood rounds in other places. Now you can buy them in bulk sometimes on Amazon, but they're still a little bit more pricey than if you just purchased a blank at the Dollar Tree. And the quality is honestly not that bad, especially for crafting. So make sure to check those out. They have tons of other wood options like jewelry boxes and wood trays and things like that that are so super fun to play around with. The wood rounds is just one of our more favorite things and one of the things that we tend to gravitate to whenever we are purchasing wooden blanks from the Dollar Tree. All right, last but not least, Dollar Tree leather. Did you guys know that Dollar Tree has faux leather? Honestly, I really doubted it when they first got it. I was like, I don't know. The quality's not gonna be there. Like, I don't know if this is for me, but y'all, we go to this Dollar Tree leather all the time. It cuts so good. And I honestly think it's because it's so thin. It's like a faux leather. We cut it on faux leather typically, but it's so good for making keychains and adding embellishments and things like that. And they have different colors. So they've got black, white, navy, and then they have like a cognac color. And I wanna say they have like a darker brown. So lots of really fun options if you're wanting to play around with leather. I honestly love their faux leather. It just works really good. And it's a lot more inexpensive than Amazon. If you liked what you saw today and you're new around here, make sure to hit the subscribe button so every time we post, you are notified, and hit that little bell so it sends a text straight to your phone so you know every time that we post a new video. If you'd like to become a part of our crafty community, we would love to have you. We're gonna put a link right below so you can check out our website, check out our SVGs, and all of the things that we offer for our people that are learning to use their Cricut. We love to inspire, educate, and motivate our community, and we'd love to see you in there. If you all like this video, make sure to watch this one, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.